Hey everybody, welcome to my art and cooking channel. Today I have a very easy white bean and basil dip. It's great for making ahead and taking it to potlucks and things for veggies or dipping crackers in or all sorts of things. Pita bread here, and it's all made just in the food processor. So I'm on my cutting board chopping up some fresh basil. I've got some fresh tomatoes chopped up, and then I've got a can of Great Northern beans and some olive oil, salt, and pepper. It's pretty simple. And when you just a few ingredients, fresh tasting, whizzed in the food processor, and it's super simple. So I've drained those and rinsed those white canned beans. Of course, you can make your own beans from scratch. I have a video on that. I have lots of fresh tomatoes from a friend, so I chopped up those, and I have some fresh basil, and I went ahead and chopped up a bunch of that. I will leave the recipe in the description below, so don't forget to check those out and those links and hit like and subscribe. And then I'm popping in my olive oil here, and I believe it's about a quarter cup. Again, I'll have the recipe in the description so you can get the exact measurements. Some kosher salt and crushed or cracked black pepper to season. You don't need much pepper, but some nice kosher salt. And with that fresh basil is full flavor, and then we're chopping up some fresh garlic here to throw in as well, and that kind of gives it a little bit of a spicier kick. You could of course roast your garlic if you wanted something a little bit sweeter, or you could use garlic powder in a pinch. I would use, if you don't have fresh garlic, I would maybe use like a couple teaspoons of garlic powder, because it really needs the lift of flavor there. The white beans are sort of, blank slate. But this is a tasty dip that you can serve. It has a lot of flavor, and of course you can adjust the flavor as necessary, and we just whiz it up here. I've got my lid on my food processor just to its consistency. If it's too thick, just add a touch more olive oil or water, and then you'll be able to thin that out a little bit, but you want to be able to dip stuff into it. So, and then this keeps in the refrigerator for I've had it for several days. It usually doesn't last very long, but again, it's great for taking to potlucks. It's great for taking for serving before a meal. That way people can, it's got great protein in there and fresh veggies. And I just put it in this little serving dish, and then I sprinkled a log, part of a log anyway, of goat cheese on top of that, or you could do feta. Would go nicely with this. Mine was just regular goat cheese. And sometimes it's difficult. You have a last minute thing you got to go to, that you need to bring something, and or it's summer and it's too hot to cook. This is a great delicious dip. I hope you try it. Again, I will leave the recipe in the description. I'll also be making a blog post at some point, and I'll make a little recipe card for that. But in the meantime, it's a quick recipe, so I'll just leave it down below. I've probably said that like 5 times now. While I'm doing this voiceover, I'm actually locked out of my house. So, yep, it happened at 49. But, it's one of those things. Is what it is, right? Have you ever, guys, ever locked yourself out of the house? I mean, literally. And it's right when my kids are away, and they aren't usually, and no one can let me in. My husband's at work, so I had to get my car dropped off, and then they nicely drove me home so I could get some work done, and here I am. So I'm at least doing my voiceover, guys. gotta make hay when the sun shines a little bit here. So here's the finished dip with the goat cheese on top. I hope you try this out. I think you'll really like it. Every time I've brought it, people have loved it and asked for the recipe. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next video.